Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
And Jackson Farrell from Hot Pile of Garbage.
Playing some more 999, and right now we're really down to kind of like 6 people since Clover went missing and Snake went missing and all that, and we have 5 hours left, so 6, 5, 9.
Running total.
Yeah.
Always good to keep up. Anyway, a choice lies before us.
So where are we going to go next?
We're going to go back to the hospital room. Hey, why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Sure. Let's go.
They took off at a run down the stairs.
Hopefully we'll find something or someone here.
Yeah. On their way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the number 3 door. Junpei paused. What should Junpei do?
Well, we're looking for 7. Santa is number 3. Okay, the digital route would be, of all of us together, we've got Junpei, June, and Lotus. Do we have anyone else?
No. So we have, so that would be the 19. That would be the digital root of 1. And then if we add in...
Okay, 3, we'd have 4. Which doesn't get us anywhere. So, at least not with these 3 doors. But, you know, he's in the room with the doors. We're going to have to run into him at some point. So I'm going to talk to him.
Junpei and June walked up to Santa.
What are you doing?
What, you can't tell, man? I'm checking out the red on the door and all that stuff. The red paint, yeah.
Red.
Why is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
Ugh.
Huh?
The guts off this red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the heck put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm curious too, but...
Who do you think did it, man? Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June.
Dun,
She shook her head.
I don't know.
That's the head shaking noise, right?
Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
Let's see. Snake, Lotus, Zero, or... I'm thinking either Snake or Zero. I don't think Lotus is lying, because it just doesn't benefit her to lie in this case.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Zero. I think it was probably Zero.
Why?
Isn't that obvious? He's the guy who set this whole thing up.
You don't think that should mean the opposite? Seems to me like that means he didn't do it, man. I mean, who do you think took that stuff out in the first place?
Probably Zero.
Yeah, exactly, man. Then why would he put them back in? After all, he'd taken them out himself. It just doesn't make sense, man. Why do all that work?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So what happened then, man? Who put that stuff back in the reds? Junpei furrowed his brow. Seems to happen a lot.
So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the red.
Santa grinned. Bingo, man. That's a game. We have a winner.
B-I-N-G-O. But if that's true, then the person who did it doesn't want the rest of us to know they fixed the red.
Yeah.
But why?
No idea. Maybe if they can come clean on that, it means we'd find something else. Something bad.
Something bad?
Dunno. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding.
Huh.
Of course. Could have something to do with Snake's disappearance, man.
You think maybe they did something to Snake?
It's not out of the question. Probably the Illuminati. It's a conspiracy, man. They're taking us down one by one.
Sounds
Junpei
about
stared
right.
at Santa.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with him. My mind is starting to go too.
Oh no.
Oh no.
There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first, he assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate that assessment. When Santa spoke out again, his voice was quiet. Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. You gotta be careful, man.
Well, you've got to trust at least 3 people.
Yeah. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away. Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly.
Where would they go next? You know, I'm not so convinced it's Zero anymore. Snake seems more likely.
You think that's Snake?
I mean, it's in my mind, it's still possible that Zero, had the parts out to begin with, and then put them back in as a way, at the time chime, as a way of controlling the timing of the incident. But given this is a little metagaming, but given the way that Santa said, "Oh no, it absolutely can't be that," I've got a feeling that it wasn't Zero after all. Of course, you're not going to tell me whether my suspicions are correct, but
but your logic is good though.
Yep. And logic will get us out of that. So, next we'll go to... We've been to the casino.
So, first class cabin or the hallway with all the rooms. And...
Why don't we go check out the first class cabin?
All right, let's go.
They quickened their pace and headed for B deck.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Oh, we found Clover.
Yay!
Yay, we found Clover.
Lucky us. Let's see. Clover is 4, so adding that to our digital root of 4 gives us 8. With her, we can proceed through door 8. And I think...
Although she's not going to want to leave her brother behind.
Oh, that's true.
We'll still talk to her.
Yeah.
Maybe she found Snake. I mean, I doubt it. She's really sad, but we can... Yeah, we'll try talking to her. Let's see what she does.
Okay.
This is coming from... Okay, why did I do that to myself? Hey, let's talk to her. Oh, wait.
Yeah. Just stab myself in the tongue. Are you alright?
He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond.
Look, I know you're really worried, but,
He could think of no words to say that didn't sound hollow and fake. Junpei hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who seemed to have been very close to... Well, yeah, it's her brother.
No.
Her voice was thin and barely audible.
No.
uh,
No. I said leave me alone!
Suddenly, she was screaming.
You're so annoying, just go away and leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is... making me mad! Go away, okay? Just go somewhere else, stop bothering me!
Junpei was taken aback. Such anger and hate leads to the dark side. June's eyes had gone wide with surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave, then I'll just...
all right, let's go, June.
Yeah. Yeah, you better run.
Well...
Okay, they turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced back over her shoulder to see Clover wiping tears from her face.
All I did was agitate her.
Nice going.
Good job, me.
Clover had driven home the misery of their situation, but Junpei told himself that getting depressed would get him nowhere but depressed.
Obviously.
For Clover's sake, they had to find Snake, and fast. He did his best to push away the misery and depression, and forced a smile. So where do you think
we should go next? That sounds like a good place.
Yeah. I guess that room.
Good old burp.
The room with all the hallways.
Yeah, we haven't been there. Hey, why don't we go back to C deck? We can take a look at that hallway with all the rooms.
Okay, let's get going then.
Together, they ran down the stairs.
What will we find here?
Ahead of them, further down the hallway, they spotted Ace.
Hey! Snake! Where are you?
Snake!
Answer me if you're there!
Junpei paused. What did he want to do?
Ace makes our... What are we at? 4 into 5? Oh, we need...
Well, okay, so... Ace and Lotus would be 9, plus our 5 would be 14, plus June would be 20, which would be 2.
Okay.
With June in tow, Junpei jogged up to Ace. I hope my math's right. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is, well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet, either?
Junpei nodded.
I really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can, for Clover's sake.
Right.
Yeah, Clover's not doing so well.
Yeah. That's Junpei's line.
Oh, thank you. By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings? Why would you say that?
Why would you say that? The question seems somehow odd, Junpei.
Why would you say that? Well, why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all.
Ace looked at him for a moment and then spoke.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Now that you mention it?
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare.
Junpei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we must find Snake, really, as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time.
Look at June, she's still like,
What is going on in that girl's head?
well, curses and Gouda cheese and
Oh, yes.
mummies and
Mind projection.
and
Who knows what else.
some stuff we don't really want to know, probably.
Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? Couldn't have said it better myself, Ace.
I'll just stare at Ace for the next few minutes.
Stare at his feet. You can leave this area to me.
As in, go, June, leave me alone.
Alright. Let's go, Jumpy.
Had June's urging they left. June was weird there. She is weird, doesn't it? They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junpei's mind was in turmoil. There was so much to think about, but no, it would have to be put aside for now. As Ace had said, finding Snake was their top priority. Junpei did his best to clear his mind. Alright, where should we go next? Even though it's kind of Junpei's line. But we've already been to all of them, so I guess we'll just go back to the large hospital room.
Okay, sounds good to me. Why don't we go back to the big hospital room? Again.
Okay. Again. Let's go then. Again.
They turned and headed back toward the large hospital room.
And
there was no one to be seen. What next? Finish searching.
Okay.
We've already done it. So
Alright.
Let's go ahead and finish searching. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found. Dot, 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 dot. Lotus looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
We can't keep looking for Snake. Wherever he is, it's not here. We need to get moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point to wasting any more time. The others seemed to be having similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, 7 spoke.
We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not gonna find Snake. That's a problem, though. We gotta figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes! I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood.
Junpei, will you marry me?
No, he's supposed to marry me.
I was just kidding. I just wanted to see you squirm.
Well, you certainly succeeded in making me squirm, Lotus.
Why don't we decide on one person to sacrifice?
Whoa! Sacrifice?
Well, perhaps that's a bit of a harsh word, but yes. You've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. If we split into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people, respectively, then 3 people will be left behind. If we split into 2 teams of 5 and 2 people, respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then only 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving behind 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. What do you think?
Well, why?
Oh, should we stop it here, or do we continue a little bit further?
Yeah. Let's wrap this episode up here, I guess.
Okay.
If it's a good time.
I mean, I wanted to go a little bit further.
That's okay. That'll give me a moment to think about this choice off camera.
Okay. So I guess we'll catch you guys in that next episode and figure out how we're going to handle the situation of leaving somebody behind.
Yeah. Apparently someone's got to die.
Yeah, that's... You know, we've already lost 1, and we can't find another.
But maybe we can take a 3rd option. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out in the next episode. So,
See you then.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys then. Goodbye.